This QuickBooks Online training course. In this lesson, we're going to cover how to create estimates, quotes, or bids in QuickBooks Online. To follow along with me, log into your QuickBooks Online account now, or click the link below this video for a free 30-day trial of QuickBooks Online. You can also click this link to access our full QuickBooks Online course and other helpful resources. Let's get started. Some of the benefits of creating estimates are: they help customers decide if they want to purchase the goods or services. They can serve as a written approval to start a job. With the click of a button, you can easily turn the estimate into an invoice in QuickBooks Online when you are ready to bill your customer for work completed. You can run reports in QuickBooks that will help you compare your estimates to actual income and costs after the work is completed. Keep in mind, estimates are not a required transaction for the sales and income process. No money changes hands when you create an estimate in QuickBooks, and estimates have no impact on your financial statements. For the purposes of this video, we will use a fictitious company called Paul's Plumbing. As you view this video, think about how the information might differ. To begin, after you sign into your QuickBooks Online account, click the plus sign at the top of the home page and select Estimate. In this first field, we want to select the customer that we want to send the estimate to. So we will go ahead and select our customer, Bridget O'Brien, from the drop-down. If you have not set up the customer information yet, you can do so by clicking on the drop-down arrow, and you can scroll up to the top of the list and select Add New. In the Setting Up Customers module, we walked through how to create your customer profiles. Click this link to watch this video tutorial. The customer email address automatically populates from the customer profile. If you did not enter the email address in the customer profile, then this field will be blank. You can enter the email address directly in this field and it will automatically update the customer profile. Billing address. This information will automatically populate from the customer profile as well. If you did not enter the billing address in the customer profile, then this field will be blank. You can enter the billing address directly in this field, but it will not automatically update the customer profile. You will have to go back to the customer profile and enter this information for it to automatically populate. The estimate date is the date that you are creating the estimate. Typically, QuickBooks will default to today's date, but you can change this if you need to. The expiration date field can be useful if the pricing that you're providing on the estimate expires after a certain period of time. Products and services. In the body of the estimate, you want to go ahead and select the products and services that you're providing an estimate for. So you can click the drop-down list to select the products or services that you want to provide the estimate for. If you have not set up the products and services information yet, you can do so by clicking on the drop-down arrow and go ahead and selecting Add New. In the Setting Up Products and Services video tutorial, we walked you through how to set up products and services that you sell to your customers. Click this link to watch this video tutorial. So let's go ahead and select our items that we want to provide estimated costs for here. Once we select our items, the description field will automatically populate based on the product or service that you select. You are able to customize the description by typing directly in the description field. Keep in mind, any custom description that you enter on this estimate will not update the description for the product or service. If you want this description to automatically populate when this product or service is selected, then you need to update the products and services list. So we'll go ahead and tab over and enter our quantity and our rate for this item, and QuickBooks will automatically calculate the amount for us by multiplying the quantity times the rate. Keep in mind that any rate that you enter on this estimate will not update the rate for the product or service. If you want the rate to automatically populate when you select the product or service, then you will need to update the products and services list. So we'll go ahead and add a couple of more items here. Got our kitchen sink, and then we've got a couple of bathroom sinks that we will provide pricing for. Right below the customer name field is the estimate status field. This field allows you to keep track of where you are in the approval process for an estimate. There are 4 status options: pending, accepted, closed, and rejected. The pending status, typically this is the status used when you have created an estimate and sent it to your customer for approval. Once your customer has approved the estimate, it moves from pending status to accepted. Once you have invoiced your customer in full, then the estimate is considered closed. If you send the customer an estimate and they do not approve it, this would be considered an estimate that has been rejected. You're probably wondering, why would you keep an estimate that has been rejected by a customer? Sometimes customers change their mind and decide later on that they want to purchase the product or service. In that case, you can quickly locate the estimate, make any changes requested by the customer, and change the status to accepted. This will save you time because you won't have to create the estimate from scratch. Once you have completed all the necessary fields on your estimate, you can do a print preview to see what the estimate will look like. So we'll go ahead and go down to the bottom of the screen and select print or preview. QuickBooks will go ahead and save the estimate at this time and then provide us with a preview of what it looks like. So this is what our estimate for our customer Bridget looks like. We scroll down. At this point, you could actually print the estimate out and mail it to your customer. Or you also have the option to email this estimate to your customer once you're satisfied with it. So we're going to go ahead and save and send this estimate via email to our customers directly from QuickBooks. So to do this, we want to click the blue button in the far bottom right that says Save and Send. You should see the Send email window display on your screen on the left, with the preview of the estimate on the right here. The email address that is here is automatically coming from the customer profile. The subject includes the estimate number, in this case estimate 1004, along with the company name. You can edit this information directly on the screen and change the subject as you'd like. In the body of the information, there will be just a brief note to the customer. This is customizable and editable by you, so you can change this message up as you'd like. The estimate will be attached to the email as a PDF document. Once you have made all of your changes, you can go ahead and select the Save to the Send, Queue, and Close button at the very bottom here. Be sure to check your email delivery settings before sending emails to your customers. We covered this in the How to Set Up Customer Sales Content lesson. You can watch this video tutorial by clicking this link. After you have saved the estimate, you can easily go ahead and copy the estimate information to an invoice once you are ready to bill your customer. So to do this, we will go ahead and navigate back to the Customer Center, and we'll go ahead and locate our customer Bridget. Simply click on her name and it will show us all of her transactions, and at the top there you can see our estimate that we just created, estimate 1004. We'll click on that, and to the far right, as you can see, we've got a button now that says Copy to Invoice, and QuickBooks will copy all the information on here to an invoice so that you can bill Bridget once the work has been completed. That wraps up the lesson on how to create estimates, quotes, or bids in QuickBooks Online. To access our full QuickBooks Online course or any of the other lessons in this series, click this link. You can also find a link below this video for a free 30-day trial of QuickBooks Online. If you have feedback about this course or if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Also, don't forget to subscribe.